What's up, boys? Today we're going to be checking out some of the full damage over time Interrogator, because there is a lot of new and interesting changes to the overclocks available for them. The wave cooker can now shoot out of both ends of you. The sludge pump has a new unstable overclock that allows it to also drop fire and electrical fields in addition to the default acid fields. Let's see, what else? The Krakatoa Sentinels, let's get some early mining speed, can now drop an electrical field when they die, and the disposable tech overclock that's available to a lot of the construct weapons was completely redesigned. It now gives you a ton of lifetime for that specific weapon. However, the effect of lifetime on those weapons is now inverted, and they will leave hostile ground effects that enemies can run through, and then those ground effects will actually scale up still with the duration, so you'll make them last a lot less time, but they'll be constantly dropping ground effects that will then scale up in time as you get more of the lifetime stat. So we can potentially get, I think, 3 of those on the Interrogator, the flamethrower turrets, and then the acid and fire drones. Pretty sure there's some other things as well. The Bolt Shark has the electric field available at level 18. That was improved a bit. And another projectile weapon that you could synergize with that. Let's see. Oh yeah, the grenades. Here, I think we'll try the drone so we can go for the disposable tech-based stuff. And we can potentially get that as soon as level 6, so we could see that pretty early. The grenades, their overclock that causes you to throw out a ton of them whenever you take damage was massively improved. The cooldown was reduced from 15 down to 10 seconds, so that's a large improvement, and they throw one more grenade out whenever that triggers. Man, Interrogator really made out like a bandit on this patch. Potency versus damage. That's probably the worst stat we can get on that. Oh, one interesting thing. Let's see here. Let's reroll these. Chemist and coupons are both pretty nice. Let's go for the early coupons. And then here we'll take the global damage, and I guess I'll take a level here. So drones actually used to be terrible with the reload stat. Potency is good though, because they would have such a high lifetime anyways, but if you go for the new redesigned disposable tech on them, then they'll die almost instantly and start reloading almost instantly, so that should make it actually one of the best stats if you try to build them that way. So that'll be pretty interesting to test out here if we can get the overclock for that.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
So we're looking for the flamethrower, sentinel, and the acid drones to go with this one. It's a lot of mini detonators I don't really want to get caught by over here. Decent weapon range, yep. They apparently made the wardens a lot more manageable now as well. Their shielding aura used to last for an entire 2 seconds after they would stop casting it, and now that's down to 0.5, so that should be a lot more reasonable. I'm gonna just try and keep the flamethrower on them now, I think. I'll get a bit of armor. Reload speed still won't be great on the flamethrower, and with a purely damage over time based class, you're kind of gonna have to take some hits at some point, so having some good survivability makes that feel a lot nicer. Let's go for the early XP here. Try and pull them away from that so I don't die going for it. Decent reloads. That will help all of the constructs that we're hoping to get here, so I will grab that. It's lifetime. That's going to be the best in slot stats if we can pull it off, but I could use some early pickup since we're about to lose a bunch of XP here probably. Let's see, so Wave Cooker has some cool stuff, but doesn't really fit what we're trying to go for here. Another drone, very nice. Potency is solid. Oh man, that magnet, I think that might be a bit too risky now. I didn't notice that early enough. Potency. We might have just had enough time with that. Like 6 seconds as I got back. Decent global. Some early mining, potency. Those aren't the greatest for the builds. Drone damage is solid. I don't think I'm going to spend 31 on a weapon that I'm not really going to be scaling up a ton. But I will grab some reload just in case we get the good stuff to go with its reload, and potency looks good. And that's fine.
There's beasties to shoot and work to be done. Get to it, miner.
So we do need to find some gold before I hit level 25 so we can try to reroll into the flamethrower turrets. I think that's the only other construct, and it also has the disposable tech rework. The nice part about drones is they can still hit over the walls when you're trying to escape like this. Potency into an overclock, I'll grab that. So we did not get the one we wanted. This one was actually buffed to be twice as strong, I think. But I think 2 extra drones sounds good if we get the disposable tech at level 12. I think the range won't be super relevant, although it will weaken me right now. But I think if I get the disposable tech at level 12, it shouldn't really be that big of a difference since I'm aiming to get so much lifetime that they should detonate almost instantly anyways. At least that's what I'm hoping for.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
I'm healing. This thing must like me.
Resupply prepared. Clear the landing zone of obstacles. Smooth heading your way. Load up.
Big movements. These are all pretty solid, but I'll definitely take a legendary. See if I can grab a bit of healing off of the crystals before we swing back for the supply pod now. Paint job, I think I'm okay with that since we really want to get level 12 now that I've kind of weakened it a bit with the level 6 overclock I took. That It's okay. Not really in love with any of these. Let's see what else there is. Nitro scanner to help us get levels. Yeah, I think I like that. Extra weapon levels so we can get the overclocks a bit faster. Oh yeah, I want to keep a specific range to help out my fire drones right now. Damage into an overclock. Okay, so this is the disposable tech rework. They explode instead of returning, and the lifetime upgrade now shortens the lifetime instead of increasing it. And you can get that on all 3 of the constructs available here. Although I thought I was supposed to drop a field as it was moving? That must have been something else, or I misread the patch notes or something, so I guess I was wrong about that. What is the point of making them shorter then? Like, I thought there was supposed to be a way to scale up their damage with lifetime with that? Based on something else. But it... Oh, there is a little bit of a field there. It looks like maybe. Damage... Honestly, not sure. Let's see, one more level and then we can check the weapon over here. Nope. Although Sludge Bomb would be kind of nice, but nah. Krakatoa Sentinel, there we go. All 3 elemental constructs that the Interrogator has access to. I think I will take a paint job to help pump that up a bit. And we do need to be landing the flamethrower on the elites a bit more, so they don't ramp up too much here. And also try to keep the optimal distance on the, probably global damage on the fire drones, since they just move in a circle right now. Let's go a bit more mining speed. Reload, that should be pretty good. I guess a level here. Potency is pretty good. I'll take some drone reload, I think. Damage. Damage gets us an overclock, but status effect is one of the best damage stats in entire rarity. Paint job, I think I will take that to push the overclocks on it. That's actually kind of bad for Interrogator, so reload speed it is. Let's go a little bit of early pickup radius still.
Stage 2 completed, taking you closer to your target.
That is a huge bait. Potency into an overclock. Okay, here we go, disposable tech. Oh, it's the explode effect that leaves a damaging trail on the ground, I think. Probably just a single puddle, but we are definitely going to try that. I don't know if it's going to be good. Luck is pretty nice. Reload speed would be good on that. I think I will lock that.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Oh yeah, there we go. Little fire pools when they explode. Can I see how long they last? 5.22. That is... Well, I guess we haven't really gotten any lifetime other than the overclock. 12 seconds base, so yeah, a bit under half. That's going to make reload speed very important for a change on them. potency.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
Big weapon range. It's actually not a great stat with trying to make them last a very short time, but I will take it. Between these two, I really want disposable tech, which will make this a lot worse. But it might help us in the meantime with the Nitra scanner.
We got a launch. Supplies inbound.
See that coming, sucker?
Actually, I think I'm fine with a pretty early red sugar cube. Really help out the survivability throughout the run. Wait! This map doesn't have red sugar. Oh my god, why is that still available? My bad, this is the first time I've played this map in a while and I completely forgot the crystals completely replaced the red sugar. No!
Objective completed.
Reload, yeah.
Wee, not too shabby.
That's normally one of my favorite artifacts on builds that need a bit more survivability. Ooh, big lifetime. What does that make them look like? 4.01 seconds.
Come and get me, you disgusting bug.
And there's no way that works with the actual crystals on this map, right? 265?
I'm healing.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't. Rip artifacts. Decent reload.
Oh, yeah. I break it, they pay for it. Oh, I got it. One down. Shoot to kill.
Not too bad if we can keep the flamethrower on them for a while now. Let's go reload speed here, I think. Damage, I don't think that'll work on the status effects, so we're mainly looking for potency and reload. Weapon range, I guess, out of these.
Go for this one. Take that.
Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop
Reload,
pod
yep.
and head back to
Why
orbit.
not?
Lifetime.
I rarely pick one of these.
We want all of that I can get now. Ooh, luck. That'll help us find plus drones throughout the run. Since that only appears at legendary reloads.
Rarely go for this one. I'm not scared of you.
Plenty more where that came from. Stage 4 is waiting for you, miner.
Grab our reloads. I'm a bit light on Nitra, although I would take that normally. Pass on those, look for potency and reload, that's pretty nice. Mining. Weapon range is not great now. Take some status damage. Potency is pretty good, don't care for anything else.
Let's shake it up.
Big damage, but that's not great. That, however, is fantastic. We cannot get both of those, so I could take the XP and freeze that. Would be pretty good. So, we're still pretty early in, so best time for the XP.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
Boing. Ryan, catch me now.
Christmas tree. We got a swoon incoming.
Order down!
Pretty good gold. Why are you taunting me, man? That's actually not terrible because it would remove it from the pool, but it's just so hard to stand still. I think I'm just going to take the guaranteed decent value. Let's go reload here, try and get that one up to 18, I think,
This one!
since we are heavily scaling the drone upgrades.
That's all you got, you slippery shit! You bug hot. Shoot to kill! Bring the pie! Crawl back the hell!
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered.
You want
Get it
some
fixed.
more? This thing tickles my blood!
Reloads. Probably want to get level 18 on that at some point in case we get the artifacts scaling with the number of overclocks you have. That'll be pretty nice to get our reload speed up, I think.
Supply pod incoming.
I guess the chemist is pretty solid.
Dwarf! Let's clear them out! You want some more? Say hello to my little friend. Die, monster!
And the bonus from all that lifetime is the flamethrower is almost permanent now, with almost no investment into the weapon itself. Reload, yep.
This one. That will teach you.
Crap, I think we were a little bit short of getting a legendary box there.
Get to the
Damage, but potency is way better.
Can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Big armor, I think I will grab that.
I got it.
Big movement.
Been dreaming
Might need it here for the box. Damage is not great.
you want some more?
The drop pod is about to leave. Get your ass moving, miner. Stage 4 completed. Next stage is the Dreadnought. Prepare accordingly.
Status damage, the reload speed we locked. Potency is fine for that. I think we will take a cheap level.
Nope. Try again.
Don't really care for any of these.
More.
Potency gets us an overclock there.
See these every day.
No, we didn't get the disposable tech for that. I'm pretty sure it has it. So we missed the triple. I guess we'll have them follow me.
Cooking.
Reload's pretty good. Paint job is efficient levels for that.
Gonna roll the dice on this one.
Mining speeds. Bit more movement. Let's see what else we got. Luck. Cheap potency. Bit more pickup. And maybe one of
This
these.
is a rare treat.
This is it. Destroy the cocoons and take out the
I'm
Dreadnought.
healing.
Good luck,
This
miner.
thing must like me. To the sky.
So the level 18 overclock for the Flamethrower Sentinels that before the patch caused them to drop Fire Ground now adds Electric Ground on top of that. So that would be way easier to make decent use of if you got the disposable tech for that, so they would actually die. But I guess having them follow you kind of guarantees that you'll have a constant trail of that stuff spawning anyways if you do go for the level 18.
Let's hop to it. There is more over here. I've got it.
Reloads.
This one looks best. Now, this dwarf's got hops.
Too much crap in the way. Supplies can't land. Clear it out, miner.
Let's hop to it.
We got a launch. Supplies inbound.
Multi-tool is pretty nice. So we'll gain 20%. Yeah, I think that's pretty solid. Should be a lot more gold still, right? Maybe it was just the quest that I haven't finished yet.
Objective completed.
Let's clear them out. Say hello to my little friend.
Status damage.
Raring to try this out. Boing. Then show them some pay. Let's hop to it.
So against the bosses, we'll want to run away from them in a straight line mostly, so that they'll always be running through the drone pools, I think. That's bad, so +1 beams. Run away in a straight line and try to keep the flamethrower beams on top of them if possible to maximize the single targets.
This horror thinks it can kill us. Let's prove it wrong.
Reload into an overclock, and we'll take the +1 drones, I think, too, so that's a pretty big increase.
I'm clocking it to 11.
I guess that's going to be pretty difficult to do against the ranged guy. We might have to just hard focus the melee one and run them out of heals. Kind of awkward for this build, I think. Maybe once we get some range on the flamethrower, it'll be a bit better. Damage. It's not great, but I kind of want the overclock here, so 3 drones or 20% potency. Maybe that was what I was thinking of, leave a trail of fire. We don't need the drones as much since it has 4, it's still very good, but I kind of want to see how this works with it, and 20% potency is not bad anyways. Okay, it looks like those trails don't last that long, so that must have been something else that scales with the lifetime stat. Or maybe I just don't have that much yet. Status damage. Man, that is hard for me to hit the range guy. Reloads. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Now this is a rare treat.
They're so close. Oh, he took a big chunk when I wasn't looking, actually. Probably had some of the drones die directly on top of them. But finally, they're out of heals.
Objective completed. Dreadnought threat eliminated. Drop pod has arrived. Get there before the timer runs out. The drop
Big
pod is
luck.
not going to hang around.
Upgrade. That's a no-brainer. To the skies. Take that.
Stage 5 complete. Diving deeper.
I think we'll pass on XP now. I've gotten a decent amount, and we're halfway through.
Nope.
Look,
Again.
that's pretty good. 3 different weapons.
Now this is a rare treat. What else we got?
Reloads. What's the lifetime on that? 3.48. So we could use a bit more to go with the reload, but I think I will grab it. Take a level on that and a paint job here.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
Here we go. To the sky. Loot bug eliminated. Oh!
Weird audio.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Say hello to my little friend.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective. Supply pod ready for insertion. The drop point is too rocky, so please clear it out.
Got it right between the eyes.
LZ ready. Resupply inbound.
Turbo Encabulator doesn't have as much of a downside because we have the mining turrets, so I'm fine with that. Some nice reload speed and global damage.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Got it right between the eyes. Alien scum.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Let's hop
More luck. I think I will.
calling to me. Die, monsters! This one's for Carl. Suck on this, you freak of nature! Boom, baby! Shoot it in the face! Pull back the
Nice, our first legendary chest, a huge status damage. I want both of those. I think that's probably too good to pass up.
makes my whole life better.
Blue global damage.
This rare stuff. One down.
We're going
see what else we got. Potency is decent. Ooh, lifetime.
It's my luck.
Luck. Yep.
Gotta have it.
It's just so expensive. I guess I'll do it.
Legendary. It's my lucky day.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
It's quiet. Almost too quiet. Warcard bound.
Objective completed. Excellent job.
Try and catch me now.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready.
I'm not scared of you.
This would be a very easy area to get trapped in, so I think I'm gonna wait a bit and hopefully not have a swarm during that.
Back to hell. Think you could kill me?
Both great. Let's go for the lifetime, I think. We're getting kind of close to the ends. And I do want to see how low we can get the lifetime on those.
See you in hell. Swallow this.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Die, monsters.
Can't land the supply pod. Impact zone is cluttered. Get it fixed.
See you in hell. Eat it.
There is so much on screen right now. There is still so much on screen right now. I kind of like the ration pack just to round up my survivability. I think we have pretty good damage now. Weapon range, help push the levels on that a bit. Ooh, a golden loot bug.
All tasks complete. Stage finished. The drop pod is prepped and ready. Get on it before it leaves.
Big status damage. I do have the coupons, yeah, so that's pretty good as well. That could potentially give me more value with those. Potency will bring that pretty close to 18, and it's one of the best stats for it.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod.
Big XP. We have 8, 9, and 10 left. I'm not sure that's going to be worth it here. So now it also leaves electrified fuel on the ground on top of the burning puddle. And that would have been super cool if we got the disposable tech on that to make them explode even faster. But I think with the tank tracks and having them follow me, that should still be pretty good.
Stage 7 complete. Diving deeper.
And it looks cool. Ooh, +1 drones for our fire. Potency, lifetime. Let's pass on that. See if we can get more for the 2 drones.
I want another go.
Damage and potency is solid. That helps.
Enough of this rare
I think I will take that.
Let me try again.
Big reloads. I think I will.
Legendary upgrade. How can
Bit of HP since we kind of have a lot of gold. That is not great. Bit of global damage.
I'll take it.
This is a simple mining mission. Get it done, miner.
I hate this damn planet.
fixed it. Get ready. We'll be with you shortly.
Potency for the main weapon, yeah.
Do something epic. This.
+1 for the Viper, that's fine, brings us up to level 18. So I think we go +3 drones there, that's almost doubling them.
Put a bit of extra kick in it. The dwarf is off the grid.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Meet your maker, crap. Just doing my job.
What was that sound?
Crawl back the hell. Go.
We got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, miner. A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Catch me now.
Well done. You got them all.
I literally can't see anything, even with numbers turned off. My god, this is insane. There's so much crap on the ground right now. It's kind of late. That's okay. I'm fine with that.
I'm having an epic vision. Hello and good boy. Boing. Shoot it in the face.
Where is the other one? Potency is pretty good. Oh, there he is.
Die, creep.
Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod before it comes back
I
to order.
guess drone damage? I don't think any of these are that good. Potency.
I already feel stronger.
Lifetime.
Stuff of legend.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out. Taking you deeper, miner. Stage 9 coming up next.
Drone reload. Some more reload there. Pass on those. Lifetime.
What else?
We have a few more levels. I can probably do that without spending any reload for the drones.
Let me try again.
Reloads. Paint job, I guess that's fine.
Nails to match.
Let's see, it's at 4 beams. I think I'm gonna go with burning zones just so we have as many zones as possible here.
This is gonna change everything.
Load up and get going, miner. We have quotas to fulfill. Big swarm detected. Bug up and get ready.
Shoot it in the face. To the sky. Smell you later, stinking bugs. Suck on this, you
Got a
freaking
blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, miner.
Just doing my job.
Did they ever add anything to turn down your damage or like your spell effects? Looks like no. That would be extremely helpful right now.
Alien. Go. Took out a new bug.
Good work. Supply pod inbound.
think it's late for that. Salty Pretzel's okay. We do have a few rerolls and a lot of nitro. Whatever.
Big swarm detected. Lock up and get ready. Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
You ugly son of a bitch.
Big lifetime. How we doing now? 1.8 seconds.
Think you could kill me? Well, think again.
I kind of can't really move right now.
Eat blood. Hello and good boy.
Let's get a bit of HP in case I need that to survive here.
Boom, baby. Swallow this.
Quota satisfied. The drop pod is arriving.
Let's see, out of these, we can get lifetime off of gold, and that goes well with the coupons.
Bring the pie.
Potency, yeah.
For me. I got it.
I am nowhere close to getting the flowers done, because they put me in bug jail for a very long time in the top right.
Move it. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
+1 beams. Yeah, sure. Lifetime.
I muted. Next.
Reload for the fire.
Legendary. Nothing for me here.
Lifetime.
Try again.
That's decent, sure.
This is gonna help me. I want another go.
+1 beams. Nah, I'll take the potency here.
I want another go.
Potency.
Epic upgrade.
And then we'll hold a little bit of gold since we're almost done, and it'll boost the gold tipped a little bit.
Destroy the cocoons and take out the Dreadnought. Good luck, miner.
To the skies. Try and catch me now. This dwarf's got hops. Let's clear them out. I'm not scared of you.
We got supplies ready for you. Clear the landing zone of obstacles, please.
Sorry, little bug. Your own fault for being full of. Just do it. Try and catch me now.
Reloads for everything. That is so much stuff on the screen. Ooh, weapon box. If we got that earlier, that would have been best in slot with the multi-tool and cabulator combo, but could still be decent. And we got the electrical drone. That would have been really cool if we had gotten it early enough. What does that bring those up to? So that's one more stack. I guess not the greatest, but if we could have gotten more overclocks, that would have been pretty nice.
To the skies. Let's show them some pain. Come and get me, you disgusting bug.
I think I'm just gonna set up a ton of puddles right on top of this guy and see how fast we can kill him here. We'll turn damage numbers on. I'll just do the over time since that should be the biggest. Alright, let's see how much damage this does.
Big and it's
And he's gone.
Dreadnought down. Objective completed. Excellent job. Well done. Objective completed. Drop pod has arrived.
I didn't really see the numbers there, but
With
everything is just melting once it gets close to me.
Here, have a bullet in the face. Let's clear them out. I'm gonna do something else.
So final stats, 197% damage, 238% reload speed, 521% status damage, 89 luck. We had a lot more drone-specific lifetime than that. 340% bringing them down to 1.53 seconds lifetime, with some decent reload speed to go with that now that they can actually scale with it if you get the disposable tech upgrade. And I think behavior chip defensive isn't that bad if you're going for that, since they're just going to explode pretty quickly anyways. So you get a pretty easy +2 drones with that one, not too bad. 1.53 there as well, and mainly going for lifetime reload and potency to scale up the status effects as much as possible. The new disposable tech, I think that's available on the fire turrets as well, but we didn't see it on either choice there, so I'm not positive on that, but it would have been really cool with the new electric ground effects as well. And the Thunderbird also has the disposable tech, so if we had gotten that a bit earlier, it would have been absolutely insane, but we still got 3 different status effect drones on the Interrogator, and I think that's the best you can do there, so pretty cool anyways.
Taking you back to the space rig.
I completely wasted that red sugar artifact, slipped to my mind since I'm still pretty rusty. Early coupons were nice, chemist kit pretty solid for a blue, love the multi-tool and turbo encabulator combo. Fortunately, weapon box was a bit late and we couldn't really scale those up to their full potential, but still not bad. Bit of extra damage and survivability. I guess I could try to calculate the damage effects. So fire would be all 3 of these, so that would be about 10 million, so 115 million fire damage over time. Acid would be the drone, so about 29 million from that. And then electrical would be the turret mainly here. Plus a little bit from that that's negligible, so a bit over 3 million from the turret probably for the electrical effects. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.